Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna be reading Am I the Asshole? Threads on Reddit while doing my makeup. So let's just get into it. First off, I'm gonna do my brows. Oh, also sorry, this is my first video. The light might be bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start off with my brows first. And today I'm going to be using the NYX brow gel. And I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Also, I'm so sorry about the lighting. I know it's really bad. Okay. So I'm just going to fill in the brows with this gel. Okay. Now the gel is put on, so I'm going to actually fill in my brows. And today I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So I believe I finished the brows. They're not the best, but today I'm not gonna be super detailed because I usually spend a lot of time on my eyebrows, but today I don't want to take forever. Okay, I think that's good enough for the brows. Now let's start on the first Reddit story. I have my iPad right here. I'm filming on my phone. I don't have a camera, so I hope that's okay. I know the quality is not the best. Let's just jump straight into the first story. Am I the asshole for leaving my wife and kids? Okay, this may be juicy. It says, I'm sure the title will lead most to say yes, but I feel right in my reasons to leave. This happened years ago. I married the wrong woman. My ex is internally a very angry person and want to be very controlling, usually in varying dramatic ways, and eventually years of this caused our divorce. Together we had 3 boys, 3 and 4 years apart. My eldest was 9 when the divorce happened. My ex took them to her parents' house, a 20-minute drive from our house that I had built myself 10 years prior. She burned my house down not long after while I was at work. She burned your house down. Okay. Okay, she burned my house down not long after while I was at work. No one was hurt and I have no real proof it was her. Nothing really came of it. The fire was suspicious, but it was in the days before doorbell cameras. I think she just lit a massive fire in the fireplace. So I left. I had a job that was very specialized. High in demand, generally everywhere, and back then you could get a job with a smile and a handshake. Facts. First, I went to a major city in Canada that starts with a T, saved cash for about a year, and then moved to a small town about 2,500 kilometers from home. Kilometers? KM. In this small town, I kept the same job, ended up meeting another woman, and we had 1 child together. She and I are still married. My kids from my previous marriage would come to stay with us for summers during school break. I thought they enjoyed the summers. They built go-karts and raced them one year. We were always camping, etc. My eldest dropped out of high school at home, and my younger 2 from the previous marriage eventually moved in with us for the last years of high school. They grew up. They've had children. I have 10 grandchildren, and they're starting to grow up too. I'm dying. Good days and bad, but the good are quickly getting rarer. My kids are talking to each other about it and individually to me. My youngest son from my current marriage called my second youngest for support after having dealt with me on a particularly bad day. My youngest thinks his older brothers hold a great dealt of resent towards him for being my replacement family, and me for leaving them with a mother that didn't spend child support on things like electricity or running water. I haven't spoken to my oldest children about my conversation with my youngest yet. I'm not sure if I should bring it up or let them know, or let them if they want to. I felt justified with my decision, but I'm no longer sure I'm at peace with it. Am I the asshole? So this story, basically, he's saying that he left his ex because she was abusive, right? And now the kids from the previous marriage are taking it badly. No, I don't think he's the asshole. I mean, no, I don't think he's the asshole here. I understand, like, the resentment, I guess, like, the children having resentment, but no, he literally just left and started over. I don't think that's bad. So, no, I don't think he's the asshole. Let's see the comments, though, on this. Because OP deep down just wanted to walk away and start over, OP is an ass. He brags about being able to get a job in any city he wants and then picks a city half a country away from his children. Ooh. And when he settled, he didn't even try and fight for custody for his kids. Yep, OP is not so innocent here. Trying to look like this big hero, but all I read was ego, ego, ego. Okay, I do get that. I get wanting to start over, but that is true that he was bragging about being able to get a job in any city he wants, and then he picks a city half a country away from his kids. So I do see that, how he could be the asshole there. I don't know. But that's the first story, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. Hopefully I can get better at it. I'm not gonna do like a full foundation, like full beat. Maybe I will in the future, but today, I don't know, because the lighting is bad and I don't want to, like, I don't know. My face is really greasy. I kind of look like, but it's okay. It's quite alright. Oh, that's my washer, y'all. My washer makes hella noise. So, what should I do next? I did my brows. I don't think I'm gonna carve them out just because it's not like a full beat. I'm gonna clean them up a little bit. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Also, I feel like that story wasn't as juicy as I would like it to be. I'm gonna try to find a juicy one. I'm not gonna read it, like, before I read it to you guys. Am I the asshole for watching my roommate her boyfriend? That sounds juice. We're gonna click on that one. Hold up. Oh wow, this is a long one, guys. Do you want me to read this? It's a long, juicy one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna do a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer in the shade 125 Fair. I like my concealers light. So let's go ahead and get into it. Again, I'm not gonna do like a full beat. This is gonna be like a, I don't want to say no makeup look, but it's gonna be closer than than a full beat, you know. I usually get my beauty blender wet, but this time I'm not going to. I'm just gonna blend it in. I promise y'all I'll do a full beat in the future. Today I'm just gonna do like a light beat. The concealer is applied. Now I'm gonna do some cream contour. Even though this is not even a full beat, but I low-key want to try out a new cream contour I just got. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour wand. If y'all have heard about the scandal with e.l.f., well, I already bought this product, so I'm using it. And I have a lot of e.l.f., so but I'm just gonna do a little bit. This is my first time using it, by the way. Also, I should pull my hair back. What am I doing? Also, guys, I think I'm gonna get like a tripod so I can actually hold my phone up, because I know it's like at an angle. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the best I can do right now. That will be better. Is that better, y'all? Don't mind that. That's my boyfriend's. It's so dark. What if I turn the light off? Is that better? Guys, I think that's a little bit better, low-key. Just a little bit, though. Okay, because I have like a little ring light on my phone, but we're gonna do this. I think this is gonna work for now. Now I gotta find a brush to blend this in with. I'm gonna use this. What brand is this? Guys, hold on. Oh, it's a Morphe brush. Guys, it's so dirty and dusty and crusty. I didn't even realize it was a Morphe brush. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend this in real quick. Like I said, I'm not gonna put a bunch on. It's just like a little. There we go. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of liquid blush. Shit. Sorry, my Twilight vinyl fell. Okay, for liquid blush, I'm gonna use this Blush Bomb by Revolution in the shade Dolly Rose. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. This isn't too pigmented, so I'm not too worried about like it being too crazy. Then I'm gonna use a little brush. This one is Larousse. That's what it says. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly fluff this out. Yo. What was that? Something was stuck to my brush. See, it like gives it a little bit of pink. Other side. Try not to like get it on my dermal. By the way, I lost my job a couple days ago because of my dermal. So currently looking for a new job. So blow this video up so I can be famous and rich, okay? Thanks. Okay. There's the blush applied. And then I'm gonna go in with my Airspun powder and a little powder puff. I have tons of these, but I'm just gonna take this little purple one and just dip it in the lid. And I don't need to set a lot. I literally put a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes, so I'm just gonna set like right here, like just a little bit, and then maybe carve out my bronzer. I mean, contour, whatever. Now I'm gonna take a powder brush. I think it's by that same brand. Oh wait, no, it's by Complex Culture. It's just a fat, fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna lightly dust that powder off that I put on my face. So now my base is done. I'm gonna start on that next story. The title is, Am I the Asshole for Watching My Roommate Her Boyfriend? Okay, cute, cool. All right, this is a long one, so buckle in. It says, junk account, never actually posted before, but I really feel like I didn't do anything wrong. This actually started a few months ago. My 21 female roommate and 24 female, wait. hold on. I'm getting confused. Okay, my 21 female roommate, 24 female, got a new boyfriend. Okay, I don't know how to... Okay. I have no idea how old he is, but I think he's younger than her. We've been roommates for 2 years, and I've never had any issues with her. We've never been more than momentarily annoyed with each other until the last few months. My roommate got a new boyfriend, and they've been really obnoxious. It started out with them being really loud at night. I could deal with this for the most part. Earplugs and a fan make it all go away. I'm sure my ex-boyfriend and I have had a loud few nights too, so I can let that go. Then I found a pair of her panties and a used condom tucked in the couch cushions when it was my week to clean the living room. Okay. I let it go until a few weeks later when it was my week to clean again. I pretty much found the same thing, but the condom had leaked onto the couch cushion. Ugh. I kind of exploded on her because that's disgusting. She cleaned the cushion with random assortment of cleaners that left a huge bleach stain on the cushion, and it's not the kind of couch where you could just flip the cushion over. We then had a pretty intense yelling match that ended when she got her dad to replace the couch. It was my couch that I paid for. Oh, girl, I would be pissed. Her dad had the couch delivered a week later. He showed up and made us sit down and talk. I'm 100% sure he was embarrassed by her behavior and made her agree to keep bedroom activities in her bedroom if I'd let her stay. I had suggested maybe she should move out. It never occurred to me not to keep that sort of stuff in my own bedroom. Everything was fine for a few weeks when I came home from work and walked into two of them in the living room again. Guys, this is a juice story, y'all. Okay, where did I... They did the entire OMG shocked Pikachu, we're sorry. Got carried away and it just happened bullshit. We had a huge yelling match and got us fined $200 by the building. Her dad paid the fine and apologized to me. He said he'd work on finding her a new place. In the meantime, I went out of state for some work-related training. The day I flew back, I texted her that my plane landed early and that I was coming home. I asked if she wanted me to pick her up food. She never responded, not out of the ordinary, but at least I tried. I got home, used my key in the door, which requires jiggling that's not quiet, swung the door open, banged my luggage on the step up to the apartment. Somehow they managed not to hear me. He was sitting on my couch, butt-ass naked. Hold on. I just lost where I was. Okay, he was sitting on my couch, butt-ass naked. She was on his lap, facing him, and they were going to town. I won't lie. She's adorable, and I've always had a little crush on her. Girl! He's not bad looking either. I was about to scream at them, but just too tired after a week away and flights, Ubers, etc. Also, I might have had a few glasses of wine on the flight, so I just sat down and watched. I didn't do anything, just watched. I'm not sure how long it took them to finish. Just as they were about to get to the post-sex cuddle, I said, well, that was quite the show. I'm really tired and going to take a shower and go to bed, so could you guys keep it in your room and quiet the rest of the night? Then I took my luggage into my room and slammed the door. As soon as I got in my room and locked my door, she was pounding on it and screaming that I was a peeping Tom and should be a sex offender. I yelled back that if she kept pounding on the door, I'd send the video to her father. I don't have a video. I would never have recorded it, even if it had occurred to me. It went quiet. I took a quick shower and Ambien and passed out. She hasn't been here all day. I texted her father and asked him to come get her shit and said it's going to cost me $3.5K to cancel her sublease. I haven't heard back, so am I an ass? Okay, there's an update. Okay. Edit, just a little update. Sorry about the wall of text and sorry an update took so long. Not many seemed interested in one. I was tired when I wrote my original post, and since then I've worked 8 days in a row. My roommate has moved out. Her father moved her to his house on Saturday. I was at work when it happened. He also bought me a new couch and gave me 6 months worth of rent so I wouldn't have to cancel her sublease. Must be nice to have someone to just make all your mistakes go away with money. When he called, he sounded really mad, and I thought it was because of my video comment or me watching. Your guys' comments really freaked me out that I could get in trouble even though there was no video. I wanted to tell her I was sorry and that there wasn't a video. He had no idea what I was talking about because when I texted him, I just asked him to move her out ASAP. I just said she did it again and I needed her gone. He wasn't upset with me and I couldn't stop laughing. He wasn't upset with me and couldn't stop laughing. He apologized profusely for raising such a brat. He said she deserved it. Even though most agreed I wasn't the asshole, I think I changed my mind. I really think it was an asshole thing to do. The more I think about it, the more grossed out and embarrassed I am. Sorry, I guess it's not my kink as so many seem to suggest. I've never seen pornography before, and I'm guessing if it's like what I watch, it's not my thing. So the few who called me a creep, I was. It was creepy. It was a creepy thing to do. I haven't talked to her since the incident, and her father said it was best we didn't talk. He also said he wasn't going to tell her. I was sorry about the video comment because it seemed like it had an effect on her. He said if she knew I felt sorry, then she just assumed she was in the right and didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Y'all, this story is crazy, first of all. Okay, so, this story. First of all, she would have been out the first time. Like, why is she doing this in a space that y'all share? Like, that's weird and disgusting. I do think it was a little weird that you sat there and watched them. That's that's a little bit sus. But honestly, if you were just tired and were just like, you know what, whatever, like, just being like tired and not giving a shit anymore because it's happened so many times, I understand that part, but girl, and it was kind of to tell them you took a video of them, but honestly, they shouldn't have been in the living room. Like, what are they doing? Anyway, that was a juice ass story. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to look for another juicy story, and this will probably be my last story. Let's just do this one, because it's short. Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to shower before... Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to shower, second shower of the day before I get... Context, he showers in the morning, our schedules usually align at night, and that's when we do the deed. He walked the dog after work, and since I know he wants to, I asked him to shower. He drunkenly asked why the stipulations used to always do that after we'd been at the bar all night, etc. And he's right, but that's when we were young and drunk. I just told him it's more pleasurable for me if he's clean. He has good hygiene, but after 12 hours plus walking the dog, it's bound to be a little funky. I shower twice a day because I like going to work and bed clean, so not an issue on my end. Edit, this isn't a joke, simply wanting to know if my request is unreasonable. I don't ask him to shower every time. Sometimes he's already showered beforehand. But I've asked him to shower a few times, and the response has always been that he didn't sweat and showered earlier in the day. I never want to make him do anything or give him an ultimatum, but the comments were definitely helpful for both of us. Final update, she said. After a few days, I learned my husband's biggest question with my request to shower was why the change? Well, it's not said, and I've always preferred a shower fresh D. We've been together 7 years, and I'm no longer 23. Drunk and in lust. His definition of a shower is different than mine. I take many types of showers, sometimes solely to shave, a body rinse, or a full hair wash shower. His only definition of a shower is a full hair wash routine, or he doesn't feel clean. We've come to an understanding, are happily married, and neither of us are assholes. Okay, cool. I was gonna say you're not the asshole. If he's working 12-hour shifts, especially doing physical work, I wouldn't want to do that either. And it's not the fact that you think he's gross or anything like that, or you're not attracted to him or whatever. It's like the simple fact of just like being clean. I don't think she's the asshole there. Obviously, it may come off a little weird for the man, like telling somebody that. It may come off weird for them. But no, I don't think you're the asshole for that. I would do the same thing. So, I mean, okay, at least he showers. Okay, at least he showers in the morning. But if you're trying to after a 12-hour shift, especially like if he's like sitting at like an office or something, okay, I get that. That's I would think that's fine. But if he works 12-hour shifts, physical labor, do you know how sweaty and stinky that shit is? Anyway, y'all, Okay, maybe I'll do one more story. I'll finish my makeup look and then we'll do one more. So, like I said, for the millionth time, this is not a full beat. I'm like doing like a simple like makeup. So like a cute little bronzer moment or contour blush moment with like my eyebrows done, obviously. And then maybe just some mascara. So I'm gonna use the Essence Lash Princess mascara, the purple one, the Sculpted Volume. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Found my eyelash curler. Now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes real quick. Also, my eyebrows are low-key sweating off. I'm low-key sweating, so I'm gonna fix my eyebrows, this eyebrow. It's not perfect. I'm literally like kind of sweating, so my eyebrows are kind of whatever, but I'm gonna put some mascara on. Okay, there's the mascara on. I'm next gonna use this e.l.f. I almost said liquid eyeliner. This is a lip pencil, girl. I'm gonna use this lip pencil. I'm doing a simple outline because I don't want it to be crazy. Like I barely have any makeup on, but. And then I'm gonna use the Buxom Plump Shot. I've had this for years, y'all. I'm sorry. This shit's probably expired. But it's a plumping lip gloss. But yeah, guys, that's the full glam. I'm gonna read one more story for you guys. Just one more story. And I'm gonna put away my brushes and everything. I'm sorry if this YouTube video was kind of boring and just like everywhere. But this is my first YouTube video I've filmed in a long time. So yeah. Damn, this shit's like 2 or 3 years old, but it still is plumping my lips. It's tingling. Okay, let's find another one that's kind of short. What the Okay, so this one is called Am I the Asshole for Throwing Out My Sister's Organ? This one's a tiny bit long, but we're just gonna end off on a bang, okay? Last story for you guys. My sister's always intentionally trying to be the odd one out in the family. Recently, she's had her first child, and she decided she wanted to have her placenta taken by some woman and dried and treated so she could scatter it like ashes or plant it with a tree or whatever. She considers herself very witchy, which causes a lot of friction. Okay. The woman was supposed to come pick it up, but then my mom and our auntie surprised my sister with a whole bunch of frozen meals while she's in the newborn phase, and there wasn't enough room in her deep freeze for all the dishes, plus the giant bag of ice and placenta. So my sister texted the woman and she said it could be dropped off early. My mom essentially volunteered me to drop it off since I was on my way home. I picked up my husband on the way because he had a few drinks after work with friends and was being responsible. When he saw the cooler in the back, he looked in it and was extremely grossed out seeing the frozen placenta. After some discussion, he also made me realize it was really disrespectful to him and I to rope. He also made me realize it was really disrespectful to him and I to rope us into this because he has very strong beliefs in God. There was also hygiene and health concerns my husband brought up. Okay. It got to a point where it was either he was going to get out of the car and walk, or the placenta needed to be out of the car. I texted my sister to come pick it up, and our mom, but after ages without an answer, we ended up throwing it out. She's furious and has started making it other people's problem. I know it wasn't the nicest, but it also doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I offered to cover the deposit she put down with the woman who was going to process it, and I even got her a gift card to the witch store. She likes to get some herbs and stuff to do the ritual she wanted. despite it being against my values. She still claims, even after apologizing, making amends, and covering her losses, I'm an asshole and she won't let me come see my niece and refuses to come to or bring my niece to family events I'm at, which is causing huge problems within the family. She told me to post this situation here, and if it's hormones or sleep deprivation making her overact, she'll let it go. I don't know what else I can do that I haven't already to make it up to her. Was this really such an asshole thing even after the amends? Edit to add, didn't really expect this to get so many comments. There's no way I'm going to read all of them just for people to be rude and twist things, but some much needed clarification. I didn't improperly dispose of anything. I just couldn't explain fully with the word limit. We removed it from the car and left it hidden in the cooler on the side of the road. Her husband went and retrieved it later, but it had thawed, so they couldn't take it to the place anymore because there were all these strict rules about custody chain and freezing and whatever. So we essentially threw it out, but didn't actually. She can still plant it or whatever she wants to do, just can't have it dried or whatever. Also, those two rowing around US laws, you're not the center of the universe and we don't live there. I clearly stated I apologize, so not sure why people in the comments can't grasp that. Obviously I'm wrong, so whatever, we'll find a way to make it up to her. Okay, this one's a little tricky. I would say that you are the asshole because they did trust you to take this to the girl to get it dried or whatever, or like take it to the place to get it dried, and you didn't. You left it on the side of the road, and I know that your sister cared deeply about it, so I get why she's mad at you. It's hard because it's like you can't pick. It's like a battle between your sister and your husband. Like should I make my husband feel uncomfortable with this in the car? But yeah, it's kind of tricky. I don't know. Honestly, I get how her sister's mad at her because that was hers and she left it on the side of the road and now she can't freeze dry it or whatever it is. But I do kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think she's a good person for trying to like make it up to her sister, like by paying for whatever it would cost and by giving her, what was it, a gift card or something. And she's trying to make amends with her. I guess her sister's just super mad, which I understand, but I don't know. It's weird. I think she is the asshole, but I also think she's trying not to be the asshole. Like, she's actually trying to make amends with her sister, if that makes sense. You know. Okay guys, that's the end of this video. This is the makeup look. I'm sorry it's not the best. It's just a little glam. It's not full beat. But if you guys want me to do a full beat, let me know. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you could like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.